Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is Marwan Hassan, welcomes you to the Arabic program in the third lesson. Now we will be in this lesson discussing the Arabic alphabet, al-hurufu al-Arabiya, Arabic alphabets. Arabic alphabets, it's about 28 letters, and like any other language, Arabic language has vowels, short and long vowels. First of all, we will discuss the short vowels, which it is associated with all the letters. In this lesson I will introduce the Arabic alphabets to you, and after that I will go ahead and discuss the short vowels and how it make changes to the sounds of each letter. The first letter is Aleph, and this is the name of the letter, which it is in the first box in the top, Aleph. When we pronounce it, we don't say Aleph, we say Ah. But Aleph, this is the name of the letter. I will read for you all the letters, the names of the letters, and after that we will go to the next step. The first letter is Aleph, Aleph, then Ba, Ba, Ta, Tha, Jim, Ha, Kha, Dal, Dhal, Ra, Zain, Sin, Shin, صاد ضاد طاء ظاء عين غين فاء قاف كاف لام ميم نون واو هاء and ya. Now these letters, it has little bit some similarities where sometimes we couldn't differentiate between two letters because they are very close to each other. We need to notice the difference between the following letters when we pronounce it or when we write it. So Ta, the first letter is Ta. Ta. You need to notice the difference between Ta and Ta. Ta and Ta. There is another also letter sometimes we confuse, which it is Tha. Tha. And you need to notice the difference between Tha and The. Th and the. Another letter is Sin and Sad. So they are very close to each other. One of them is soft and the other one is hard. The first one is Sin, which it is Sa, 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 Sin. And the other one is Sa, 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 which it is named by Sad, which it's well known as Sad. We need also to notice the difference between Da and Da. Da and Da. Da, which it is Dal, and Da, which it is Dad. Another letter also, they are, both of them are close to each other, which they are qa, which it is qaf, and ka. Qaf and ka. Qaf and kaf. So we need to notice the difference between qa and ka. Qa and ka. Otherwise everything is easy, or the other letters are easy to be distinguished and to be differentiated. Now we need to notice here there is a small mark above each letter. You see that the red mark, which it is above Aleph and Ba and Ta and Tha and Jim and all these letters. This mark, it makes the sound pronounced in this way: A, Ba, Ta, Tha. It is not U, Bu, Tu, Thu, or I, Bi, Ti, Thi. It should be pronounced, if this mark associated with the letter and written above the letter, that means we have to pronounce it in this way: A, Ba, Ta, Tha. A, Ba, Ta, Tha. And this mark we call it Fatha. Fatha means when we speak, we flat the mouth, we flat the lips, and we make it in this way: A, Ba, Ta, Tha. A, Ba, Ta, Tha. All the letters we will pronounce it in this way: A, Ba, Ta, Tha, Ja, Ha, Kha, Da, Dha, Ra, and so on. So this mark, we call it vowel, short vowel Fatha. Short vowel of al-Fatha. So when we pronounce, for example, Ahmad, we say Ahmad. So this haraka or this Fatha, it makes the sound in this way: Ba, Ta, Tha. Like Ahmad, Ba, Bayt, Ta, Tango, Tha, Thalab, وهكذا. So all these moves, which it is under the name of al-Fatha, make the sound in this way. We need to go now to another part of the short vowels, which it is called Dhamma. Dhamma. Dhamma means a small haraka. It looks like a small wow in Arabic. It goes above the letter, and we, when associate this haraka with every and each letter in Arabic language, it changed the sound from Ba to Bu, or A to U, Ta into Tu, and so on. So I will read the first and the second and the third harakat, letters, and you will notice that those letters give a certain different sound, differs than the sound of al-Fatha. So now, if you read with me, it will be in this way: U, Bu, Tu, Thu, Ju, Hu, Khu, Du, Dhu, Ru, Zu, Su, Shu, Su, Du, وهكذا. And this is the way, and so on. So we need to notice that this haraka always it is associated with the letters in Arabic language when we want to pronounce the sound of U or O, or in fact it is very close to U in English. It is U, U, U. It is not O, it is U. Now we will proceed to the last short vowel in the language, which it is kasra. We call it kasra in Arabic, and it means genitive, means it makes the sound like as if we are saying I in English, I. If this haraka associated with any letters in the language, it will be pronounced in this way: I, B, T, Th, G. This letter should be written or should be drawn under the letter, below the letter, below the Arabic letters. It will change the sound from ba to or bu into b. I will read example for you. I. If I say inna, inna. Bi. If I want to say bihi, 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 and so on. So this genitive move or this kasra move, it makes the sound in the sound of I in English. So after we came to learn those short vowels in the language, in Arabic language, we need to go ahead and to practice how it is pronounced when we use the language, when we speak Arabic language. In addition to that, we need also to know how the Arabic letters are connected or disconnected when they are written in when we write it. Here, example, when you say Assalamu alaikum, when you say Assalamu alaikum, you pronounce two words. The first word is Assalamu, and the other word is alaykum, alaykum. So each word is composed of many letters in order to make a meaningful word. For example, kalimat as-salam, it is composed of 6 letters, Aleph and Lam plus Sin plus Lam plus Aleph, and finally the Mim letter. In this way, we come to the conclusion that we have a complete full word. It's called As-Salam. And so on, the same also, a procedure, it goes with Kalimat Alaykum. Also this word, it's composed of 5 letters, and they are as follows: Al-Ain, Wal-Lam, Wal-Ya, Wal-Kaf, Wal-Mim. A, La, Ya, Ka, Mim. So those letters all together makes a meaningful word. It is alaykum. Now here, when we salute each other, we say assalamu alaikum. When we greet each other, we say assalamu alaikum. And the answer, it will be wa alaykum assalam. Wa alaykum assalam. You can hear, you can listen now 3 words: wa, the first one, and alaykum, and the third one is assalam. So also here we need to notice how the harakat or the moves or the marks, how are they associated with every word, every letter, and how those marks change the sound of the letters. For example, here wa alaykum, if you see here, there is many harakat on top of each letters, and those letters, like the notes in the music, it makes different sounds. Wa alaykum, wa alaykum assalam. So those letters associated with those harakat, it makes the sound of the language. It makes the sound of the language. That's why when we listen to Arabic language and when we listen to Al-Quran Al-Kareem, we can say that we are listening to something like musical tones. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. You see, there is sounds here, and those sounds makes Arabic language in a very special and a very unique, and has some features which it is blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make the language meaningful and powerful language. Here we can see that the letters that composed or that made, in fact, the word Assalamu alaikum in the circle, in different circles. The first circle is Aleph, and the other one is Lam and Sin and Lam and Aleph and Mim, and also there is another circle for Wa alaykum salam. Those circles shows how the letters composed good words, meaningful words in Arabic language, and by adding these letters to each other, it makes a meaningful word. For example, here, ما اسمك, ما اسمك, it is two words. When I answer, I say أنا, أنا, أنا اسمي, أنا, ألف with فتحة, زائد plus نون with فتحة, plus ألف, it makes أنا, أنا, أنا اسمي, أنا اسمي, اسمي آدم, أنا اسمي آدم. And this is the way, inshallah, in the classroom, how we will practice, how we will add the letters to each other to make and to compose a good, meaningful words in Arabic language. وأنت, أنا اسمي آدم, وأنت ما اسمك. You will answer saying أنا اسمي يوسف. على سبيل المثال أنا اسمي يوسف. وهكذا. How we could read Arabic alphabets when it is connected to each other. For example, if I want to compose the word Asad. Asad in Arabic language means, in English means lion. Asad means lion. Asad composed of three letters, Aleph and Sin and Dal. A-sa-d. A-sa-d. Notice when we put this harakat above the letters, it will be Asada, because there's fatha. A-sa-da. And I need you to notice here how Aleph, it goes associated with the whole word, in the beginning of the word, and in the middle of the word, and in the end of the word. In the beginning of the word, you notice that which it is Aleph, it is written separate, away from the whole word. Means that Aleph is kicker. Kicker means it kicks the letters that comes after it. When I write Asad, you notice that Aleph is alone, and the rest of the word is separated away from Aleph, because Aleph is kicker. But Aleph, when it goes in the middle of the word, like Sa'ala, Sa'ala means he asked, Sa'ala, it goes in the crowd of the word, it get associated, it get connected to the other letters. When it goes in the end of the word, for example, dara'a, dara'a, You see here, Aleph, it came in the end of the word, how it is separated. The reason behind this, why the Aleph is separated, because Ra is a kicker also. And you notice that there is no connection between Ra and Da. So all those letters, in fact, they are kickers. They kicked each other. They don't accept to be connected to each other if they are, especially if they are in the beginning of the words in Arabic language. The same thing, in fact, with ba and ta and tha, but here the issue is ba and ta and tha and jim and other letters, they are not kickers. The only kickers in the language, alif, dal, dhal, ra, zain, wow. Those kickers, they kick always the letters they come in front of them. While the rest of the Arabic alphabet, they are huggers. They don't kick. For example, basata, ba in basata, you see how it is connected, and abada, how it is connected, and kataba, how it is connected. The same thing with ta, taraka, fataha, bahata, tha, ثلب مثل بحث جيم جعل لجم عرج. Now we don't care about the meanings right now. We care about how we write the letters in the beginning and in the middle and in the end of the words. See in the beginning of the words how we write ba. Ba lost half of her shape. And when it went in the crowd, in the second box, it lost 2 parts from her shape. The beginning and the end of the ba, get lost. When it is associated with a word and it comes in the end of the word, ba and ta and tha and jim and other letters, they keep all the time their shape and they don't lose anything. But the problem, when those letters goes in the middle of Arabic words, they get lost, they lose the tails, and sometimes they lose the neck. Dear students, we came to the end of this lesson, and in the classroom, inshallah ta'ala, we will practice more and more to understand these features of Arabic alphabet in the classroom by writing and by practicing inshallah ta'ala all these things. شكرا جزيلا وأتمنى لكم النجاح والتوفيق وأستودعكم الله والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.